Okay, everybody, we've got Richard Vobes on the line, and Rich is going to be telling you guys what's been going on and what's to come, because we have been inundated with emails. So, Richard, hi, how's things?
Hey, I'm very well, Darren. It's lovely to hear from you. I was just spending a couple of weeks down on the south of France in the sunshine. Beg your pardon, I was down at my home in Worthing.
Wow.
Still working away. Stuff has been going on Rumble and some of the other platforms. But today, I thought at some point, either at some point today or at midnight today on Tuesday as we talk, my ban ought to be lifted. But I tried uploading this morning and I still had the too many strikes, you can't upload sign. So at the very latest, it should be tomorrow, Wednesday.
Right.
But so that should be when everything happens, unless they suddenly find something wrong with another video that's already up.
Yeah, this is the thing, because I'm getting reports from other guys as well who have had exactly the same sort of thing. You know, they've been put onto a strike or a temporary ban, call it what you will, and it's mainly due to a video which was uploaded, a long time ago, which is pretty unfortunate for us guys, because we could lose our channels very easily if they wanted to just go through and find juicy things and then implement their little bans, which is quite horrific when you think about things like that, isn't it?
Well, do you know, when it happens, people probably don't know what happens, and many other YouTubers probably won't know if they never get a strike, because they on a their niche is so far removed from the problems that you might encounter. When you get a strike, you get the opportunity to appeal, and they put up a little screen in the back end, and it says you can review your content to see whether you feel that you have broken the terms and conditions. You can review it, but you can't edit it and say, well, that's the bit, I'll take that out so I don't upset anybody. It's just, all you're doing is looking at your own content. Well, if you put it up, you're pretty confident that it was all right anyway. You can't do anything about it, even if you review it, other than saying, I stand by my content, I appeal. And in my case, it came back about 2 hours later saying, sorry, rejected, you're banned. So it would be great if they were able to say, look, this breaches our terms and conditions. Here's the area. Would you like to edit it out? And you go, yeah, okay. That would be useful, but you can't do that.
Yeah, it's that really complex AI algorithm which is practically running YouTube, I guess, at the moment, and it's the old it's the old 90s comedy when a computer says no, and that's pretty much where we stand, mate, isn't it now?
It very much is, and I can understand that with the millions of people who are uploading videos, that to get a human to look at your appeal and to actually sit through, say, an hour's worth of content might be pushing it a bit, because they probably won't have enough people to do that. But you do wonder what the appeal process is. Is it any more stringent than the original looking at your content was? Because, you don't really get much of a chance. You can just say, yes, I appeal. You can't do anything about it. You can't, as I said before, you can't edit out the offending sequence, or you can't even say, all right, I'll take that video down and I won't put it up again. They won't even let you do that. It's just like, no, you've breached it. Doesn't matter what you say or do, you're off.
Exactly. It's just so grossly unfair. I mean, I had a similar thing with the live stream I'd done covering the protests in France. And every time I upload videos, I always make sure that this content is strictly not for children, i.e. over 18s. But they went further to say, nope, we've put a strike on it because it should have been over 18. And I'm thinking, well, it already was set to that anyway, but they deemed it a naughty boy action, and hence I've had a myriad of issues with my channel for about a week. Now it seems to have abated somewhat now, till we are sailing back into some sense of normality as regards what my channel should be doing, i.e. everyone can hit the thumbs up now, which some people couldn't. Some people weren't getting notifications. New subscribers weren't being shown any of my content. So it's very, very underhand to what YouTube is doing. And there's not much we can really do about it from what I can see. How do you think about that?
Well, no, you're right. I think you're right there. It's interesting, though, when you go to use these other channels, and thank goodness they are there. However, it does show you that apart from these little anomalies that we've spoken about, YouTube does it really, really well. And I don't want to knock YouTube because it's been incredibly useful. It's been very, it's a great platform apart from these certain grey areas. And you think, if only you'd improve that, we'd all be happy.
Yeah.
But because some of the other channels can be quite clunky, they can be slow to get stuff on because they're naturally small. And so they haven't got as many servers. They don't have the same resources as YouTube does. But in some ways, you kind of need them to become more popular and successful so that they can improve their systems and make them a real competition for YouTube, which would then make YouTube have to perhaps be less authoritarian.
Yeah, I think there needs to be more serious platforms challenging YouTube's dominant position. So there's going to be a fair spread across the board regards competition. I think that's where we need to see things going. And like you and myself, indeed, creating a channel on Rumble, I've just found out that I've started an actual channel rather than what else you call it. There's two different things. It's very complicated, isn't it? So yes,
not easy. I mean, I'm very much happy to have Rumble there as an alternative, as a backup. But I found it very confusing because there does seem to be two places that you can have your content at one time, and people get confused where you are.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same as the issues I've been experiencing too. And all we can do is we can ask people in the comment section, or indeed, send me and Richard an email trying to explain in layman's terms what we need to do, because we're struggling, mate, with Rumble. Let's be frank. And it's a shame because so many people say, oh, you need to go to Rumble. And when I've done it, I still haven't got my videos on Rumble. And it's been a week now. And I've probably got about 20% of my videos on there. And it's going to take about 2 months at the way it's going, which is diabolical if you compare it with Odyssey, which took the entire channel to migrate safely over there with no glitches, 3 hours. So Rumble, you do need to pull your finger out.
I had a very similar experience. Odyssey just grabbed everything and presented it very quickly. And Rumble, a week later, still, it's only the videos I've manually uploaded. And even though it says it will sync with the YouTube channel, I've seen nothing to show that that's happening.
Well, no, it's shocking. I mean, if you go to your little tab on the Rumble account and just click on it again where it says sync YouTube channel, you go onto that and there's a little button on the left-hand side of the screen which says manage videos. If you click onto that, it will show you what the current state of affairs is as regards the status level of the migration. And it's got lots of videos pending, some complete, some waiting for monetization. It's going to take a long, long time. Like I say, I think for my channel, 700 plus videos, it's going to take at least 2 months, which is shocking. Let's hope we don't get banned in that time, eh?
Yeah, let's hope so. But well, hopefully I should be back on YouTube in the next day, within the next 24 hours. And the thing is, I've now got a week's worth of material that I would like to put back on YouTube so most people can get to see it. So there might be a bit of a purging going on there where I'm purging all this stuff. So people might go, oh my God, Richard, you're posting too much. It's like, yeah, but it's backed up.
Well, yeah, exactly. I fully understand. I mean, I'm guessing you had 2 roads that you could have travelled whilst on this 7-day ban period. You could have taken yourself a little mini holiday, a little bit of a break, but you being a bit like myself, no, carry on, get in the content, edit it all, get it all ready. I would assume if it's, say, about half hour, 40 minutes each video, you could probably do one at 8 o'clock and one at 9 o'clock, until they're all up to date. And then that's what I would do. But who knows where it's going to go? I mean, people, they're either happy or sad, too much or too little. So you can't please everyone. So I'm guessing that's how it is.
Absolutely. My diary was full of interviews that I'd already arranged, so I couldn't go on holiday. It's a lovely idea. Yeah. I'd already arranged all these people last week to interview, and those interviews, of course, are on Rumble now, and I don't want it to rumble on like that.
Very good.
Because I've got to get them onto YouTube, and as you say, so many people are emailing, going. I mean, a load of people are emailing saying, "Where are you?" And you say, I'm on Rumble, I can't find you.
It's a nightmare. I can't stand Rumble at the moment. It is beyond clunky, let's be frank. And you saying about you've had an opportunity and you stuck to your schedule and you've been doing interviews and making videos, etc. Out of all of those videos that you've done whilst on your temporary ban, is there any prominent guests which you like to talk about, like a spoiler alert, or are you going to keep that a secret for when you just upload them?
Well, I can tell you, I'm planning the first video to go back on YouTube will be an interview with Neil Oliver.
Wow, excellent. Oh, well done, sir.
So that would be worth watching. We are talking about the Better Way conference that we're both involved in, but we're also talking about other things. We've kept it very simple because I didn't want to get another ban.
I don't blame you at all, so do you know what? Tread carefully, 100% for sure. Yeah, okay.
I've got a 90-day naughty step dance to manage, haven't I? So, I just have to be a bit careful. But the trouble is, you just don't know. And now I just say, I don't know. If I get another strike, I get another strike. I can't. I mean, I'm not. There's certain things I won't talk about, but who knows how the AI system works? I don't even think YouTube really understand it themselves. It's probably grown too big for them to understand it.
Yeah, well, maybe just spend 90 days posting videos about cuddly pets and animals and things. Maybe that might be safe.
and lose all the audience. Yeah.
I know, but this is where YouTube is going. If you look at the trending stuff, it's all about pets and people having like bicycle accidents and completely irrelevant things considering what is going on in the world. So yes,
and that's how YouTube started. That's how they with very short clips of what was it, Charlie bit my finger and things like that.
I remember that. Yeah.
All that and the dog that ran Fenton.
Oh, I remember that, the dog that just run off. I remember.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, you think that how YouTube started with all these sort of very simple but fun, and now it's a platform for everyone, obviously, but serious content creators, and you can't sort of go backwards, can you? If you've had a channel, you've grown it up, and you're doing good stuff, and the audience love it, you can't just suddenly change wheel and suddenly go, oh, this is all about my pet cat.
Oh yeah, I completely get it. I mean, the only way that I can see a way around all of this minefield, shall we say, is got to be keywords. So there's certain words which I never ever use on my channel, and maybe that might have been a reason why I haven't fallen to the same fate. I really don't know. It's the only thing which I can think of off the top of my head which there's been a difference between what we do. I don't know. Yeah. I could be wrong. I really could. I just don't know.
I think you're in the right ballpark there. It's definitely, it's clearly that's all they can be listening out for is certain key words in a certain order or, a certain insinuation, I suppose. But you don't get much. It just said medical misinformation. That was it. That was all they raised. And you go, well, which, and what I think of as misinformation and what they think of misinformation may actually be two different things.
Opposite parallels, I assume.
Yeah, because sometimes the truth is not being recognised by certain organisations, and they'll call you out if you're saying the truth and say that's misinformation. It might be, it might not be. It might, at the end of the day, just be an opinion.
Well, for sure. I mean, it does resonate with the book 1984, doesn't it, with doublespeak, etc. It's quite horrific when you actually step back and look at what's going on now.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think unless we do something about it as a nation, as a people, we are going to end up in quite some serious doodah.
Yes, but, doodah for sure.
Yes, let's stay optimistic. But thank you for letting me have another word on your wonderful channel, Darren.
Absolutely, because like I said, the amount of messages, emails, text, everything else, and you've been getting the same, when is Richard coming back on, blah, blah, blah. And it just feels wrong to ignore these people because they really like the stuff that we're both doing. So it's only fair just to give people a bit of a heads up. Maybe they wanted a break from social media. And if they think you're going to be uploading, say, sometime tomorrow afternoon onwards, then they might be able to go, do you know what, let's turn everything off and let's tune in tomorrow and watch some of Richard's videos. So it might be for those people who are inquiring, should we say. Yes.
Well, I hope they do tune in again and they haven't forgotten me.
Well, we do our best to keep both of us on the airwaves. And looking back at it, I think it was great that we've done that live stream because it's...
Thank you so much for letting me come on there and it just relaxed in the kitchen. That was very enjoyable.
It was great fun. I mean, when you actually boil it all away, shall we say, when you look at it, there's someone who's been banned, who said something wrong, according to the greater narrative, shall we say, and they've been punished for it. But my saying, which I've been saying since day one of my channel, there's always a way. Now, we found a way and we still gave you a voice, even though you was on a ban, and to show people that a very small example, there's always a way. No matter how bad things seem, there is always a way. And we've done it and it was great. Lots of people watched it and the feedback's pretty damn fantastic from that live stream. So it was awesome to speak to you again, Richard, on there. It was really, really good indeed.
Oh, bless you. Well, thank you for giving me that opportunity. And likewise, if anything so awful should happen to you, you would be more than welcome.
Oh, great. Really appreciate it, sir. So that's it, boys and girls. That's the latest from our learning friend, Mr. Richard Vobes, on the current situation regarding his 7-day naughty step ban. And it does look like there will be some videos coming out on his channel sometime tomorrow. So that is what I take from this conversation. And I'm going to leave you with Richard, and I'll catch you guys later.
Thank you very much, Darren. All the best.
No problem. Take care, brother. Bye now.
Bye-bye.